Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Well, not that happy if you're a Flames fan. It was a tough one last night against the Kraken. Boy, they came out soft. Didn't look like they were ready to play. Other than Pospisil, who came out shot out of a cannon with that first massive hit, was a great one. Second one, I think, is going to cost them at least a game from the NHL head office. That one was, kind of crossing the line, and hopefully he learns from that one and changes up his game a little bit. Especially if he doesn't want to drop the mitts, he's going to need to clean it up a little bit. So he was a highlight in the first period. There weren't very many others. The Flames came out really soft. Didn't look good until, well, at least halfway through the second period. But in the NHL, you can't come out that soft and expect a different result. So it's a tough one, especially right before the trade deadline. From what I hear, that Hannafin's going to go on the road trip with the team. I'm not sure if that's a great idea or not, but the people that make those decisions have run more hockey teams than I have, so we'll see how that plays out. Kind of hamstrung the ownership group and Conroy by saying he really only wants to play in Florida. Tampa doesn't have a lot of assets to give up right now, and the Panthers can give up some talent, but do they really want to break that team up? They're on such a heater. They're built for the playoffs. I guess we'll see. Trade deadline is Friday. I think Hannafin will be gone, but we'll see where he ends up. Now Markstrom's a completely different animal, and the rumor is that the ownership group doesn't want to let him go, kind of tying Conroy's hands, which isn't really ideal. So we need to ensure that we get something back, for a lot back, if we're going to trade Markstrom. A lot of people on X are Team Tank. If you get rid of Markstrom, I think that will definitely happen. But a scrappy team, so never count out the Flames so far. But Markstrom's got to be the most sought-after goalie at the trade deadline. I think Saros would be second only to Markstrom, but we'll see if the team wants to give him up, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully the Flames can get their minds on the right things and come out flying for their next game, because the last two efforts out of the gate have been really poor. So we'll see what happens. Hey guys, the next thing I wanted to talk about today is just Caitlin Clark. Such an amazing basketball player. Broke the NCAA women's record for most points a little while back, overtaking Kelsey Plum. Now she's set the overall NCAA basketball mark, beating Pete Maravich, and just such a phenomenal player. If you haven't seen her, definitely tune in. She plays for the Iowa Hawkeyes in the NCAA. I believe she's going to be the first pick in the WNBA draft this year. Such a dynamic player, a guard, controls the game, so much skill, just transcending basketball. As I think the first time ever, the NCAA women's basketball ratings are actually higher than the men's. So, uh, you know, changing the game, changing the marketplace. It should be interesting when she decides to go into the draft this year. If she's going to be, she'll for sure be the overall number one pick. But we'll see if she's able to make as much money through her WNBA contract as she would with her NIL deal. She makes a lot of money with NIL deals in the NCAA, and name, image, and likeness has been kind to her so far, and we'll see how that transcends in women's professional basketball. But what an amazing accomplishment, and it's great to see someone leading the way and changing the perspective on how women's basketball and women's sports overall, and changing the coverage. So kudos to her, and congratulations on such a fantastic accomplishment. Well, with it being spring training for baseball, I just wanted to cover my top five guys I'm looking forward to seeing play this year in Major League Baseball. A lot of great players out there. A lot of movement this offseason, so pretty exciting. We'll start with number five, Ellie De La Cruz, just generational talent, um, imposing size, great hitter. Um, Came out with a bang in 2023 when he was called up for the Reds. I'm looking forward to seeing him play for sure, a full season. Number four, Ronald Acuna Jr. See if he can follow up his MVP season with the Braves. Such a dynamic player. Love this guy's style. Just so much talent and skill on display every time he plays. So look out for Ronald Acuna. What a great player as well. Number three, I had the privilege of seeing this guy play last season in person in Seattle. Julio Rodriguez. He just gets better each year. This is going to be a season where I think he has a chance to, maybe go 40-40. We'll see. But such a great guy. So much charisma as well. Number two, playing for the Yankees this season, Juan Soto. So a couple of years ago, he turned down a ton of money. Went to from the Nationals, went to the Padres. Now he's with the Yankees. There's no more historic team in probably all of sports than the New York Yankees, and I think Soto's going to make a huge difference there. I'm thinking he's going to hit at least 35 home runs. Number one for me, maybe a personal bias, but even though he just came off his second Tommy John surgery, he'll be only being a DH this season, but Shohei Ohtani, such a dynamic player, so great to watch. I think he's going to have a massive, massive season. We'll see if he can win MVP as a DH, which is going to be tough. But, the Dodgers signed him for over $700 million, and this season he's going to just be batting. So let's see how he does, just focused on, on being a batter, and I think he's going to hit at least 45 home runs a season. So just my top five players to watch for the MLB. Well, that's it, everybody. That's the first official episode of the Banana Cooler Pod. We're going to get better, bigger, and have a lot more topics to talk about as we go through the rest of the year and through all of the seasons of the sports we love. So thanks for joining.